Hi, this is Mike, and we're looking at the XRP chart. So I told you if I found something that could change my account, I will bring it up and I'll let you know as soon as possible. Okay. Now, at this point in time, it's just fine. And I'll explain why. Because at the smaller degree, we have a change of count and things are going to look a bit different in this chart than they will for XLM. Now, I did produce the chart earlier that spoke about this truncation that occurred to XLM and XRP, right? The truncation was that basically we never made that last high that we were supposed to make. Okay, I found evidence of this, and within the count, it's become pretty obvious, especially with how low XLM has fallen. Its next move down won't have enough room for the March 2020 support level to hold. So for me, it's opened up the possibility of the truncation. Right now, of course, like anything, I could be wrong. Okay, this is probabilities. But when you take a look at this wave 5, you can see that there's something clearly going on here. Something went wrong. They have tried to suppress XRP, right? You can see it. I mean, it's pretty obvious with the lawsuit and everything, but that also had its impact on XLM, okay, because they are like brother and sister after all. And this explains a lot about what's going on and why the pattern is so strange. One of the strangest patterns I've seen, but now it's all beginning to make sense. There's this one particular pattern in this chart that I see on all the crypto charts almost, but in this chart I think it's the reason why it exists. And I'll talk about that in a sec. So from the lows, this is my count. The first wave we can't see here, but we can see the end of wave 2. Then I can see A, B, C, D, E for 2 within wave 3. Wave 3, 4, 5. So normally when a pullback happens in wave 2, I expect it to fall to the previous fourth wave of wave 3. And thankfully, that area is right here, okay, right in this zone, which is somewhere that we've already been before, right? And somewhere which probably will fall back down toward, but only for wave A, okay? Yes, it's going to be a big wave A, but what I think is going to happen next, you'll just have to wait to the end of the video, okay? Because I know a lot of people watch my videos and have the attention span of a dead mosquito. So you're going to have to wait. Now, that being said, you understand what truncation means, hopefully. It means that wave 5 never made the final high. Okay, it's very rare, but I can see that it's happened to XLM and XRP at the same time. And I usually attribute this problem to bad analysis. But in this situation, I'm willing to make an exception given what happened to XRP. Okay. Now, going down to the smaller degree, I've come up with the count that I believe is the one that's going on because there was a crucial piece of evidence that was missed in the wave analysis. Okay. And that evidence is right here. This pattern here happens in a lot of crypto charts, right? But in this chart, it's not a wave D like I thought. It's actually a leading pattern, like a weak 5-wave move to the start of D wave. Okay, so basically the whole thing's an A wave. So it's a big A wave. I'll tell you what happens, what I think is going to happen in a minute. So we had wave A, B, C, D all the way down here, and this 5-wave move is an E wave. Okay, it's perfect because it comes back to the start of wave A. So to me, it makes perfect sense. And what we're seeing now is the C wave. So this is the end of B, and we're going to see C be the length of wave A. Okay, and it's going to fall into this zone. This is the previous wave 4 zone. Okay, I believe it'll stay within this area, probably even find support somewhere near the bottom of the channel or just above it. Whatever the case may be, this is an A wave only. Okay, so the internals line up perfect, and the reason why I think this is going to perform this move, and this is only something that I've discovered recently, is weak 5-wave moves can occur in both A and C of a zigzag. Okay, I discovered this in the ASX and the Dow Jones. Okay, so actually, yeah, I think that's right. I think it was more the ASX that showed it more, the Dow Jones, not really. But in this case, I think it's happening again. So the first move down with a zigzag, can't get away from that fact. That's why originally I thought this was going to keep going higher, because normally what happens is you start off with A, B, C, right? But in this case, um, you need to look at the alternative, and it lines up perfect with the idea. Okay, so there's only two scenarios where that can happen. Okay, it's either A, B, C is going up, support won't be broken, or it's a weak 5-wave move, which support will be broken, and that will be the confirmation. When we break support, that'll be confirmation. So wave 1 here, A, B, C, D, E pattern for 2. Now we're looking for a zigzag down. Okay, zigzag down. This is completed A, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, for B. So wave 3 move is coming now for the zigzag, right? So I expect that move to go and break the low. Okay, so that'll be wave C, right? Wave 3, and then we'll get wave 4, and then zigzag wave 5. Okay, now one thing to note is that wave C can become a little bit longer due to, you know, pressures of the market pushing it down. Okay, so in that case, just watch out for that, and then wave 4 will bounce, probably retest that break of that line, and then come down in 3 waves for wave 5, and that'll complete that wave A. Okay, all this I reckon will happen during the next few months, and whatever's happening in Bitcoin and XLM, I think is also going to happen with the next, look, I said within next few months. Could be 1, could be 2, could be 3. Okay, I just think it's good to understand the possibility that this is what we're looking at. I have done a lot of research to get to this conclusion, and I left this particular chart for last. Okay, now another interesting thing here is like a head and shoulders pattern. Usually it falls down the length of the head, right? Which could also be like a level of confluence to the same area. So that's interesting to note as well. Okay, now what could potentially happen to XRP after this A wave? Well, I believe there's a good chance this thing could expand to the upside like an impulsive move, right? And if you haven't seen the Euro video that I posted recently, this has happened before, right? And one of the reasons it could happen here is because of the settling of the SEC lawsuit, right? And I believe this, regardless of whether it's in a correction, it's going to send the correction upward in an expanded, explosive manner. Okay, so this dip down here could be the very last chance that you get to buy XRP around these prices, and it will be cheap. If you don't buy it as it comes down here, you will miss out on the lifetime opportunity to buy it at this price. That's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'll do my very best to bring you accurate wave analysis, the best analysis that I have at the time, which is why I work really hard to produce more and more ideas for my followers and also for myself, because I'm interested in buying more XRP. I believe that it's going to change the world and upgrade the current system. Do you want to be a part of that? It's up to you, not financial advice. So that is my take on XRP. It was truncated because of the lawsuit, but once it settles, correction will expand to the upside like never before. All right, so hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Please support my work, and I'll catch you in the